Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as Serbia in World War I. Last time around we defeated a Ottoman army over here, and we also defeated the rebel forces of the revolutionaries that came about in Rome. The thing is, we've got a new pair of revolutionaries down in southern Italy, namely the fascists. The fascists have spawned, and they want to take Naples. So we got one fascist force down here, and then we got another one up here. In combined strength, they're about a little less than a full stack. The thing though is, in between this turn and last, what I have gone ahead and done, because the economical situation was getting out of hand, so I tried, what about peace with Italy again? And it actually worked. The Italians again went for a ceasefire. Not only that, they agreed to trade with me. And then I thought, you know, Italy does this because I've inflicted so much damage upon them. What if the Austrians do the same? Because I have inflicted a lot of damage on them. And they agreed too. The Austro-Hungarian Empire is now at total peace. And they're trading with me in Germany. They're not too... I wonder. It would be nice if I somehow could turn them against the Italians. So right now, I'm still at war with a lot of nations, like Sweden, Norway. All of these doesn't matter though. The ones that matter right now is the Ottoman Empire, basically. That's the only one that's... Although I imagine that the Italians and the Austro-Hungarians are not going to declare war on me very soon again. What I need to do is I need to since I've got this, you know, basically a bug that gives me loads of cash, I need a fleet to protect it. We still have we have two ports that I'll be able to use to build the fleet. We have one up here in Venice, and we have done here in Naples. Given, of course, that I will hold on to Naples with all those fascists coming about. What I'm looking at is this one, the pre-dreadnought battleship. I've talked about that already. So within 6 turns I would be able to get 4 of them. Then I would get 2 up here and 2 down here. Possibly, if the Italians don't attack here, I could get 2 here, which would make 6 ships. And that's pretty... I think that's, comparatively to what I can see roaming the Mediterranean, that's a pretty strong fleet, getting 6 of those battleships. So that's what I will hope for. The main course of action is destroying the Italian fleet, because the Italian fleet is the one that is laying siege to all these ports along the coast. Then it would be trying to clear out stuff like this, like like this force right here seems quite easy. There's 3 ships carrying a French full stack, and then there's these 2 Spanish ones. Now I've set it up kind of so I will be able to, as I called it, cuck the Ottomans. We have burnt their college over here. We've burnt their factory complex over there. Most importantly, we've burnt their port, so they're making 0 money. They've got 1 full stack over here. The other one, I'm not sure where it's going, but it could be actually heading down here. This should hopefully bankrupt the Ottomans and would make them a lot more easier to deal with. I imagine at this point I could just ask the Ottomans for a ceasefire as well. Thing is, I can't attack them first. I wonder if... What if I send the entire army in there? Once again, kind of just going in and constantly attacking this till we burn it to a complete crisp. It'll make it harder for the Ottomans to actually repair it. And I should instead focus on... I imagine the Spanish two Spanish armies are about to land either on the coast here or on the coast here to attack me, which is pretty odd. I've got this force right here, but now I'm not entirely sure what to do with them. Yeah, there's no clear direction. And then also, I mean, it was actually confirmed by the developers that my plan would in fact work were I to relocate the Ottomans. Say if I took Sicily and then I gave them Sicily, at which point they would have two places. So when I attacked them here, I wouldn't kill them, but I would get the territory without the Ottoman nation getting destroyed, meaning the game wouldn't crash. So that could work, and that could extend the campaign for me to possibly complete the objective set by the campaign, which is also claiming Berlin. We would spare an attack after taking Vienna through here just to get to Berlin. Which, yeah, could be a thing. Right now, anyways, we're not at war with anyone except the Ottomans. That's going to change, and I'm gonna have to deal with the Italian fascists. Yeah, I thought about, actually, what if I let the fascists win? Or what I should have, maybe, if I had made Naples into a... I think it would have become the Kingdom of Naples. But what if I, like, reshape all of Italy into just a vassal that is fascist Italy? Would be interesting. Note, though, the fascist troops looks kind of like the Greeks, just they have the Italian hats. So it's not... I don't know if they're supposed to look like that, but they do not have proper troops, which is a shame. I wonder if that is because they haven't gotten to them, or if that's just a mistake, because I imagine they would just have the normal Italian uniforms. Because now they have the kind of brown uniforms, the same as the Greeks have, just a different hat, while the Greek ones have the old kind of Janissary hats these guys have. Close to what the... yeah, we'll see once we fight them. Anyways, let's go ahead and end turn. Let's see what the enemy comes up with. One of my aircraft has been detected. Intellectual advance, capitalism, trade agreement cancelled. Oh no, with the British Empire. Workers on strike in central Italy. That means the British Empire has joined your enemies. Right. My long-lasting ally, Great Britain, has declared war on me. I wonder why. I guess France brought them in against me. Interesting thing, though. The Austro-Hungarians were still trading, same with the Italians. Which means the next turn I will be getting a shit ton of money. Which means that I hopefully should be able to start. No! Putnik! Natural causes! My general is dead. Damn. Glorious general has died of old age. He was very old. Stuff being built. Let's see. Are you bankrupting yourself yet? Let's see. They're not rebuilding this. Ah, one of the full stacks are moving down here. I should see about moving against them rather than losing Greece. We do have an army over here, which should be moving that way, I think. Go ahead and kill this guy. Oh, you got 2 trains for just killing one guy. Brave soldier. And nervous twitch. Okay, so that's kind of odd. Nervous twitch and brave soldier. We're gonna go into the port once more. Just to make sure that we burn it. And then we're gonna head north because the Spanish fleet is like off the coast right here. So we're abandoning attacking the Greek capital for now, or the Ottoman capital for now. Port is open, so trade is flowing in, which is nice. Plus I've placed a unit here now to protect the port so they can't get in. This is what I have defending. There's a full stack on the way with a proper artillery piece. If they get here and I don't have a proper artillery piece to respond, that's gonna be bad. So we're gonna get one. And it would be nice if I could actually get some, let's see. This army could definitely start marching that way. Or at least march back to have the possibility of marching down. And I should be seeing about implementing that thing, because just because I wanna get rid of the Ottomans, the Ottoman Empire. Like, I don't want to think too much about them and instead focus on the other stuff. We're moving back here. Just short of making it, but I believe at least the general should be able to jump in, and that is enough to quell any kind of rebellious force. And one next turn we'll be jumping in, and that means that we should be gold over there. The fascist force is now hiding in the forest, so we'll have to deal with them. I was sending this aircraft, let's see now. But oh yeah, we can't cross the strait because the French fleet is right over there. Huh. Great. With this though, now war might come the next turn, but I am gonna start recruiting ships. I don't know, maybe it's better to get them down here. Now it's the risk because they might take that, but I don't think so. I think getting these ships, start building them down here, means that it's easier to combine them in between these two ports. Even though there's a bigger navy over here. Surprise, surprise, the Ottomans are still alive. What else is there to do? Nothing. Just go ahead and end turn and see the Italian fascists attack us. And there we have it. The Italian fascists have attacked Naples. I've 1700 men against 2,800 Italian fascists under Manfredo Eppolito. And with that said, let's move into defeat these fascists. The fascist cavalry is making a move on our front line. Usually goes pretty bad, as we can see. They're getting blown to bits by artillery, and then rifle fire is cutting them down. So the fascist cavalry just got absolutely destroyed. They've got one unit moving on the flank. I do have reserves ready to cover them. So I should actually set this one to fire at will. I also hid the unit back here. In the front line we got 4 of the old style infantry with 2 situated in the forest over there. As reserve on the cannon we've got 2 reserve units, the 26th and 27th reserve infantry. And hidden over here is a small unit of what remains out of the 16th infantry. Some of these units are actually hidden. Which ones are not? No one anymore. Now we're all visible to the enemy. The firefight starts. Let's see, where am I going to concentrate artillery fire? Where I can get the most out of shooting at the enemy. So there's loads of them getting torn to pieces over here. So these guys gonna get killed off. It seems like they're actually doing quite well here. Now we're very well covered. So aiming for like this unit, which means the cannon's gonna aim right there and hopefully kind of kill both out of these. This cavalry unit is making its way all around our bloody lines. We're gonna set that one up right behind the artillery. Make sure that they are not overrun by cavalry from the back. So the fascist units over on this side are getting absolutely destroyed. They're putting up quite the fight though. The amount of firepower they're laying down here, I'm surprised not more troops have died from this. But I guess the fact that we are in forest, which covers us quite a bit, and then also behind these trenches, means that we're covered well enough that we only lost about 40 people compared to the enemy, which lost... I don't know if they've lost actually that many. So this attack has completely faltered. How? Oh, you have killed quite a few, but maybe not enough. The fascist cavalry broke through. They're now attacking the general's unit, or the artillery. Oh, they shot my general. Damn. The reservists failed, and the bloody fascist managed to assassinate my general. And these guys are in full retreat. However, though, we have held ground. Well, I'll deploy these guys to move out over here. Now that most of the cavalry... They still have their general riding around. What I'm going to go... I'm going to move out these guys. And then we can start sweep through the Italians. Okay. There's not a lot of them left. I'll go ahead and soften up this unit. So I'll aim for the center right there. Pretty good show of that cavalry unit. The fact that it... I've never seen something like that in Napoleon. I was quite impressed first time I saw it in Shogun, because there it happened quite regularly. That I kind of saw, it was kind of a thing the AI did, like move the cavalry around the flank like that. But to see something like that in Napoleon is pretty impressive. That he moved all the way around and then came back striking here. Now I thought the reservist was gonna... I guess I didn't pay enough attention and they didn't set up in time. They clearly shot some on the approach, but they didn't start shooting them until it was here. And clearly that was too late. So what I imagine happened was that I forgot to tell them to run into position. And that's why we kind of failed there. Out in the open, we're not doing too well. This one has been focused upon, and they lost about 70 men. I kind of want to advance at the same time, but I am losing troops. Why aren't they breaking? I should be focusing maybe on shooting down the general. Let's move up the reservists. I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm kind of worried that I made some awful sounds there. Kind of without thinking. Hopefully you couldn't hear that though. Right, there goes the enemy general. Hopefully the fascist movement falls apart. Yeah, the units are starting to run. It's only this one that's left. We'll target that. He's shooting down my reservists. Yeah, retreat. Run away. And there we go, we've defeated the fascists. For now, anyways. The plan here is, once this region is stabilized, I should be moving on Sicily. I need to sink the French Navy, though, to actually get to Sicily. And then we can see about Operation relocating the Ottomans. We'll create, what did the Americans call it? A reservation for them. We'll create an Ottoman reservation on Sicily. That'll work out. That stuff like that has never gone wrong, as far as I'm concerned, in history. That always works out, doesn't it? It's not gonna lead to endless conflict on Sicily. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics. And here we have the statistics. Out of 2,800 fascists, 2,500 died, leaving only 241 to scurry about the countryside. My force, of course, deployed 1,700. We lost 400 of those, leaving 1,300 men left. Field guns are the ones that killed most. Quite surprising, oftentimes, especially after the change here, the artillery is not all... It's all... Like, before they balanced artillery, artillery always ended up in top. So it's kind of surprising to see them in top. But they were able to kill 700 people in this battle. So that's pretty darn good. The reservist unit that broke... Wait, they only lost 47 men. It must have been that one. It can't have been that one that just lost 26. I'm pretty sure it's this one. 47 of them died. They killed 100, but they broke. And they let the general die, the bastards. Right. We've got another reconnaissance plane. It goes from no reconnaissance planes to all the reconnaissance planes I would ever want. Looks like the Russians are moving in to kind of put an end to the Ukrainians. Damn, they've got a lot of artillery. I wonder if the Russians go after us next turn against us. Aircraft detected, enemy raids. Foggia sounds like someplace in Italy. So it's probably, yeah, they burnt down the farms over here. Bastard might be moving against the port, which I don't like. They are... Oh! They're quite subdued, in fact. We should pursue them as best we can. We're gonna send out 4 units. They should, yeah, they should get the town to join in. They're still happy. Can I move out another unit? Yeah, still happy with that. Can I move out another one? Yes. Can I move out another one? Yes. Okay, so that's plenty enough to be sent after to chase down the final fascist unit. Hopefully before they get to port. Stop my investment in building up in navy. Right, so that's nice. And then the commander has moved in over here, so they're safe and sound. Do we actually... What we should do... Well, he should take the artillery piece with him and he should march down here. And then I should start to repair some of the stuff here. But also work on the navy. We need a lot of navy. And then the Spanish force has landed. It's quite a substantial force. Hussars, field cannons, Royal Guard, light mortars. We should make our way directly to Bucharest. We'll get there before them. Should actually put the general in charge here. Rodslav Udalov is going to take charge. He's a mobile warfare specialist. So the army will move quicker under his command. The Ottoman forces is kind of stopped here. I imagine what I could do is I could try and sandwich them from two sides here. The key thing is, though, just to kind of keep them down. Keep them kind of destroyed, in a sense, by burning their ports and stuff. Leaves 9,000, but I think we save that just in case something goes terribly wrong. We have a big army here that's... Why do I keep marching around with a machine gun? I should move that somewhere. Place it. If we take another city or something, I can leave it in Venice. If I ever get back there. Well, I should be at some point. I think there's quite a lot of moves to be made without kind of showing. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can't get to the battle with the Spanish. Let's go ahead and end turn before that. It's early February 1917, and all across Russia, strikes and demonstrations have been taking place. These are rapid, becoming more vocal as the drip of wartime bad news becomes a torrent. In Petrograd, armed partisans calling themselves Soviets have began orchestrating active resistance to the government, while the southern and western nationalists have raised their banners. Only time will tell the Tsar's response. Well, that will... Well, Russia is kind of our ally now. Again, well, they started off, but then, yeah. It's kind of... That's not great. It will definitely keep them occupied so they won't declare war on us again, but... Technological advance. Scrap drives and creeping barrage. Heavy howitzers and upkeep cost for all naval and artillery units was reduced. The Spanish force is moving in. The general is just outside of Bucharest. There's 2 extra troops being recruited down in Greece. The second Spanish army has landed. Damn, there's a lot of Spaniards. Stupid Spanish fleet. The Russian force is closing in. I want to actually see what happens here. The Ukrainians have a big army over here. Move your army to the capital. Otherwise the Russians will destroy you. Stupid bastards. The Ottomans have yet to repair the port. I will attack it once more. I'm surprised they aren't... You know what I think it is? I think the Ottomans probably have, like, they usually have, like, a high amount of money, I think. Or certain, because of the difficulty. They get a high amount of money to kind of keep them afloat. There's a third Spanish? How did I miss that? Bloody hell, there's a third one? Also, I note that these guys were stationary for quite a while, but they're now actually moving towards Greece, which I don't like. We should rush towards there. I mean, Ottoman Empire is probably not making a single coin, because, I mean, I burnt the college, I burnt the factory. Where are they getting their money from? And I burnt their port to a bloody crisp. Where is Ottoman money coming from? They can't trade with anyone. I don't know. Force here. Yeah, we are getting 1 artillery piece in time, though. That's good. I do make quite a bit of money. We could bolster this defense with some extra troops. How's it going with the Navy? The Navy, of course, 4 turns away. I actually managed to ambush this force. So there's only like 18 cavalrymen left, riding around like a bunch of bastards. Should see about repairing most of the stuff here. And, ooh, there's an Italian force right over here. Are they gonna break? Luigi Codorna! Wait, I thought I killed him early on. Or was that in some other campaign? They're really close. I wonder what they're doing. Are they moving to the port? Maybe getting on ship? Who is Italy at war with? Are they at war with anyone? They're at war with the British Empire and Ukraine. Wonder if I could sign peace with the UK. I don't know why even they declared war on me. That's pointless. Especially since I probably lost quite a bit of trade on that. I could have been making loads of money. What if I pay them? Can I build a navy troop? Ah, I can build a navy here as well. Yeah, why not? We're gonna have the biggest navy there ever was. Let's go ahead and then turn once more. Figure out if where the Spaniards are gonna attack. The British Empire. We're back in good fortune with the British Empire. I had to pay out of my bloody nose to become allied with them again and set up trade, but we're allied again. And now Great Britain asks me to declare war on Ukraine, and they're gonna offer me a single payment of 2,700. Now you might think, why would I do that? Well, the Russian army is right by. They're just one little step away from attacking the Ukrainian capital. And I also noticed that I was clicking around looking at some of the Russian armies. Russia has... Damn, who's sending me messages? I noticed that Russia actually has tanks. So, yeah. I don't think Ukraine is going to live for much longer, so why not declare war on them? Thank you very much, George. And just as I thought, Ukraine is now gone. My planes have been spotted yet again, path blocked. But yeah, they got overrun pretty easily by the... If they'd moved down that army, they actually stood a chance. I think this one was the one that had tanks. Or maybe the army moved away. Now Russia doesn't have a lot... They don't have any enemies. They do have... I mean... Could I call upon them? Maybe? Ah, no, we're not allied. There's a risk here of the Russian Empire declaring war on us. There's not much I can do. Also, the Spanish forces have moved in, and both full stacks will join in the battle. So I think that's a little bit more than one I can actually fit in this episode. Plus the third force. Oh, the third force is just reservists and civil guard. But I don't think we would fit that in this episode. I'm trying to get this force to join in, but I don't think they will. The Ottomans haven't moved any closer. This elite army from the north is closing in now. 3 turns until navy is complete. We're building navies all over the place. Actually, 2 turns over here. Italy is stable, and soon stuff will be repaired, so I'll make money, and the populace will actually increase all around. I'm surprised I haven't been at peace with the Italians for as long as I have, and as long as I have with the Austro-Hungarians. Just as I thought, well, I was unsure, but they actually loaded Luigi Codorna onto the ships here. So they were planning to attack the Ukrainians. At this point, though, I think they're gonna unload him again, because I don't think they're gonna send Luigi Codorna to attack Great Britain, because Great Britain is now the only or only nation that they're at war with. Yes. With all of that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here, and for next turn, or next video, we're gonna fight the battle over here and defeat the Spanish. The reservist force is not that much of a concern. These 2 forces, though, quite a bit. And it doesn't look as though I will be able to get these guys to join in the fight. Unless what I could do is I could detach the general and just the cavalry right in to the area of influence of this army. That would trigger them to attack them, and that would also mean that the kind of influence of this unit would hopefully drag in this army. So we would get all our forces. I mean, I think the second Spanish forces will get in as well, but they're gonna be in the battle anyways. So by doing this, there's a chance that I will be getting both these armies, and then I think it will be a much more even fight in terms of... Otherwise, I mean, I have loads of artillery in this army, so I might be able to beat these guys without that, but who knows. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end it right here. So hopefully, I should say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.